Hey, what's going on today, guys? Today I'm going to give you a few helpful tips that'll help you become one of the faster drafters out there. Let's get to it. Tip number one is use your shortcuts. I just made a video on this, so if you don't know about shortcuts, please go check that out and consider making your own customs. But the first shortcut I want to show you guys today is the trim command. So my shortcut for trim is TR, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click one wall, click another, and you saw how they joined, and I'll do it again here with this wall and this wall. Click the wall, click the other, joined. It's great for slant corners. It's great for perfect 90-degree corners. That's the first one. The second one I want to go into is filled region. Filled region, my shortcut is FR, and what you can do here is you could just draw a masking region which now covers everything behind it. This is really helpful for all sorts of quick fixes, as well as for drafting and detail views. The next tip that I'd like to show you guys is the align command. So if I have two walls that are not aligned and I want them to be perfect, what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to select the middle, and I'm going to select the middle of this wall, and now they're aligned. My command for that was AA. Another command that I really like is the join command, and this doesn't inherently have a shortcut built in, so again, go watch that other video if you want to know. But mine is JJ, so I'm going to hit JJ, I'm going to click this first wall, and I'm going to click the second, and you can see, boom, big lines are gone. Super helpful. The next command is the snap perpendicular command, and this is nice, but it's in combination with the move tool. So first I'm going to use the move command, then I'm going to start moving the object and hit SP. That's my personal shortcut for snap perpendicular. Now you can see I can move this vertically if I'd like, but I can also snap it horizontally. So I snapped horizontally there, and you can see they're perfectly aligned. Now likewise again, I move tool, I hit SP, I can snap vertically. That's the snap perpendicular command. The next tip is going to be right clicking. When you right click things, you could do things like hide and view, override graphics, create similar, edit the family, select all instances, and view our entire project. There's all sorts of stuff you can do, and it depends on what you select. Now if I select the section box, I can actually hit go to view. So now I can go right to whatever section was being cut there. There's all sorts of stuff, you just have to watch out for it. Right click lots if you don't know what to do next. Right clicking brings us to our next one, which is selections. If I right click this, I can go down to select all instance, visible, and view our entire project. Entire project really normally isn't used very often unless you really know for a fact that you're only going to select everything of one instance and it's either going to change or be gotten rid of. Otherwise, use select visible and view. It's going to select all of the same exact instance. That's a really nice tip to have. Another thing with selections is when you drag. Now if I drag left, I select everything. If I drag right, I only select what I've entirely selected. So you can see it highlights once I've selected the entirety of these walls. But if I select right to left, now I've selected too much, but that's okay. There's two ways you could do this. You could do this down here in the bottom right, there's a filter icon, or the easier one that I like is right up here at the very top. So again, I'll select it all. Here's the filter. I'll select that, and now I can select exactly what I want to be grabbing. I'm going to select the furniture, for instance. I get the two tables and the chair, and now I can move them wherever I want. Another thing that I like to do with selections is not select things. And one of the ways you could do that is, again, down here in the bottom right, you're going to have this pin tool here. It's going to not be able to select pinned elements or select them, select underlay elements, select links, and so on. You've also got a drop down here in the top left of your browser just to do the same exact kind of stuff. That's a really good way to either select things or not be able to select them at all. So if you can't do those things, check those two places. Another selection technique that combines right clicking with this selection technique is selecting curtain panels. Now if I tab select over to a curtain panel, which tab selecting is another way of selecting, you just use the tab key and you can choose between various items. I'll zoom in here so you can see that a little easier. I've tab selected to the panels. Now if I right click, I can select panels along the vertical or horizontal grids or panels on a host. So I'll show you in the vertical grid, and it selected all of these panels. Likewise, I can do the same exact thing for mullions. So I'll say across grid line, and now you've selected all the mullions across this grid line. It's a really nice technique for when working with curtain walls. Those are all the quick tips I have for today. I hope they were helpful, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.